Manifestor aura. Manifestors you'll find that you tend to attract, if you pay attention, a lot of, there's a pattern to who you attract, right? And that's because you have certain needs in your life and the universe is providing the resources. I attract a ton of manifestors. I love manifestors, okay? And it's because they crack me up, all right? They're not for everybody. That's for sure. They only make up 7 to 9%, depending. There is some talk in the human design community that it's been predicted that right now there has been more manifestors, just like up to like maybe 12%, because again, that's what we need at this time. Now, what makes manifestors, right? First off, their aura is dense and protected. Essentially, so if you ever see someone, especially if it's a manifestor in alignment, they are leaning in and zealous and having conversation, and then they pull back. Stone Cold Steve Austin. And it looks like they're mad and they hate you, right? It looks like they look like it's just like RBF more than I've ever seen in anybody in my life. I even have one friend who will just turn off when we're in a video, when we're like in a mastermind or an event or something. When he's not interested, he just turns his video off. And then you can tell when he gets interested because he'll pop it back on and we'll be like, oh, he's invested in something. And this is because y'all are here to pull something completely new out of the crack of the space-time continuum here. Just something completely new from one reality to the next. And because of that energy, y'all can't have everybody's opinions up in your bubble here. You have to be really discerning and selective, and your aura is designed to help you with that. So you can literally, like when they lean back, that's them closing their aura. And when they lean forward, yeah, their aura softens a bit so you can be part of it, but they're still not absorbing you, right? They're not meant to be easily conditioned. Now, if a manifestor is somehow conditioned, I have met like one or two, and it is a unwinding process. If you are a manifestor who has to decondition because you don't have that feeling, like I've talked to manifestors, they genuinely feel the like, I've asked them and they'll be like, oh, I know I do that. Yeah, people will be like, are you okay? Like, did I say something wrong? And they're like, no, I can feel my aura close them out as I'm going into my space to think and to contemplate and to reflect and to process, right? And even to listen actively. And so, which can be counterintuitive seeming, right? Which is why knowing somebody's energy type can be so powerful, because a lot of people will take offense to this behavior, as well as when we get into the strategy, I'll tell you a little bit about that. A lot of people can be really sensitive to the way that a manifestor acts because they have so much authority in them, or they just like don't give a shit about you. They do if you're one of their people, but it's not going to be represented the same way as the other types, right? So alignment here is peace. Chill, just at peace, centered, balanced. Misalignment is anger, like wrath and rage, and it often comes on very suddenly. And it can be, because of the power of a manifestor, it can be hard to unwind. Now, they don't have an active sacral, so thankfully it's not fueled by that, like the most active motor center potential here. They're not making their own energy. But if it's with a generator, it can really burn off of their energy as well. But back to being out of alignment, or conditioned. When a manifestor is somehow conditioned, it often happens aggressively in early childhood. Okay. And then it's an unwinding process. And I really recommend, whether it's me or somebody else, working with somebody who knows how to help you unwind that deconditioning, because it is so rare and intense. But you can be equally powerful on the other side of that once you navigate that. And it all goes back to allowing yourself to close your aura. Okay. People don't have a right to your aura. And it's really about manifestors having chosen to force themselves to keep their aura open all the time. And it lets down their guard. That is there by design.